Welcome. Look at that slow, beautiful cinematic opening. Let me bring Mikey in here. Mike, you can unmute and let's pin him. Good to see everyone. This is a I'm going to add you to Spotlight, Mike.
That
There
was
we
my
go.
favorite transition you've ever done in any one of your
Yeah, I
films.
know. I won't explain all the technical why we had to do that, but this is awesome. This is one of our favorite aspects of Art of Documentary. This is our one-day doc competition. I'm going to mute over on YouTube. Good to see everyone on YouTube who's watching as well. If you're not familiar with what this is, we hold this biannually. This is the infamous Art of Documentary one-day doc competition. And the quick rules on that is you get 24 hours to shoot a documentary. It has to be under 6 minutes. And depending when you shoot it in the semester, you can sometimes have up to 2 months to edit it. But the whole point of this, and it's one of the most important aspects of being a filmmaker, is knowing how to land somewhere, find the story, shoot it, and be able to complete that actual film. Because as we say, you're not a filmmaker till you make a film. And Mike, we've just seen so many incredible testimonies of what people have been able to achieve with their one-day doc competition films. The winner of the last competition, Charles, he had his film Iron Snail, which you can go watch that over on the Art of Documentary YouTube. That film has now landed him $100,000 for a feature-length documentary, and we've just seen more and more people. I know Flavian, who's entered in the past, he's been able to parlay that into new client work. I just think this is such an important skill set. Anyone can go on and prompt an AI bot, but not every filmmaker these days, especially now because everyone's getting so distracted, not everyone knows how to land somewhere. Like I'm saying, walk into a space, do a bit of research, and shoot a film. This is a skill set your clients want. They don't care if you can type a bunch of cool things into your search engine, or if your graphic transitions are quick, but if you can actually tell a good story, and this is just the skill set that will build that. That's why we do this, going into somewhere and shooting a film in one day. So let us know in the chat if you're on YouTube or if you're on Zoom here. Let us know if you're AOD or guest, and also put the city that you're calling in from. We've seen so many people make incredible connections on these calls with other filmmakers. And it's actually why we give away one of the big awards today, which is the best AOD collab. This is when you get to work with other people on your film. We love celebrating collaborations. It's why we put money behind that. We also, as an organization, the Art of Documentary, we actually PayPal our members money when they meet up. We pay for your drink. Your first round of drinks is on us because we believe in in-person connections so much. It's so great. Who are you seeing calling in here, Mike?
We got a lot of AOD members. Welcome, everybody. Very excited that you're all here from all over the world, everywhere from Netherlands to Venezuela, Cleveland, Ohio, Vancouver, all over the board. A lot of familiar names and faces. I think we had what, Mark, just under 100 submissions
Yeah,
for this one-day doc, which is really extraordinary. I know a lot of guys and gals, you guys, it's hard getting out there. It's hard finding that motivation, especially when you're grinding to make money. Maybe you have a family, maybe you've got another job, and it's like I can't find the time to go and make a film. And I just want to say, at no point in your career or in your life should you ever not be working on a passion project.
yeah.
It is single-handedly the most important thing that will propel your career, is working on something creative. It's why I carve 2 hours out of every single day, ideally more, but at minimum, I'm working 2 hours every day on a creative project at any time in the year. And just seeing almost 100 students take this upon themselves to make that commitment this summer, really, really blown away. And just really excited for everybody who's making this kind of a priority in their life, because this is the way to move to the next level. It's like reels are often forgettable, but films can leave an impact, and
Absolutely.
you got to be working towards that.
Yeah, this is more than ever. This is the most important skill set for you as a filmmaker is being able to tell a good story and doing it efficiently. I think if you can do this in a day, then that's going to help you be able to tell a film in a year. Like this skill set of identifying quickly what your character wants, the desire, the conflict, the question your film is asking, being able to ascertain that, shoot that, and edit that it's invaluable. That's what you need as a filmmaker. It's why we constantly do this. We do it twice a year, but this time around, We've upped the ante. We had some amazing brands who've come on board to help support this because they believe in the one day dot competition. So we're giving away a ton of money, a ton of software and gear today. Our grand prize winner is sponsored by Milanote. That's going to be $3,000 US going to that winner, plus a lifetime membership to Milanote. And all the nominees in that best film category are also going to get a full year to Milanote as well. Music Bed has sponsored our sound design and music category, and they're giving away $1,000 for that. Dizio came through, and we're giving away this beautiful Arl Zoom 25 to 75 for best cinematography. And then we as a brand, Art of Documentary, we put our own cash into this as well. We're going to be giving away $500 to best editing and to the best emerging filmmaker as well. And then we also have a really cool AOD merch package going to the best collab. And want to let you know, just before we're going to get into our first winner here, and what's going to be cool is you're going to get to see all the nominees, and then we'll actually play the film after the person, after we announce the award winner. And if that winner is on the Zoom call, let us know. We might be able to bring you on for a quick speech. Although we're going to be like the Oscars. We need to make sure that you keep it tight. I will come in with my own obnoxious music, which is probably just going to be me humming, but we'll make sure that we keep those speeches tight. But for you watching, if you have questions about the film, let us know. We can ask them quickly about that. But this is the chance for you to see what are other filmmakers doing? What are your colleagues doing? What are the films that people are actually creating? And what I love is some of these films today are about such subtle stories, but they're so cinematic. So one last thing here too, before we get into our first award winner, we want to remind you that the VIP list for Art of Documentary is closing in the next few days. That VIP list, it guarantees you a spot in AOD. We only have limited seats for each course each time we open the doors, and we are opening our doors on September 10th. So you don't have to put your credit card down. You just put your name. Sorry?
2 weeks today, Mark.
Yeah, 2 weeks today. Exactly. So what the VIP list does is it gives you the first 24 hours. Only VIP members can access our shopping cart in that first 24 hours because they've saved their seat. You get the best price possible. It's better than we even give to our alumni. This way, you get first access if you sign up on that list, and you get a $100 store credit as well. It's the best pricing ever. So get on that list. You don't have to put any money down today, but it will give you that first window access to the store. And so that way you've saved your seat, you know you're going to guarantee it. And then we release the rest of those seats to the courses to the public the following day. So get on that VIP list. We'll put it in the chat. It's also, if you're over on YouTube, I pinned it, or not pinned it, it's just in the description. You can go check that out there. But Michael, why don't we jump into our first award winner here? This is going to be scrolling down here, making sure this is best sound design. We doing best sound design? Amazing. This is the best score and sound design. I want to first just give a huge thank you again to Music Bed. We appreciate them as a company. I've been using their music since 2012 when they first started and had a very humble library, but they've been a part of every single documentary I've ever made, and they believe so much in filmmaking. They've brought in $1,000 to the award winner on this. So without further ado,
Mark, just want to do, because I don't know if everybody knows the rules. Can I just really quickly, for those of you who are guests here, there were very strict rules on making all these films. So our students were given the assignment where they had 2 months, a 2-month window to make a documentary, but they were only allowed to shoot over a 24-hour period. So everything you're about to watch was shot within 24 hours. They have to submit the time in which they shot. There's a bit of an honor code, obviously, but that is the framing and context for what you're about to see. So students were researching their films. They could talk with the characters. They could even go and look at the locations, but they weren't allowed to hit record until they were ready to kind of activate that 24-hour period. So keep that in mind. All of this stuff was shot in a day. So if any of you think, I got a full-time job, I can't make a film, I don't have a good camera, I can't make a film, those are all excuses you're putting on yourself. Those are limitations you're putting on yourself. If you don't have a budget, you live in a small town. We had, as you'll see here, people going all around the world shooting on everything from nice cameras to phones. And now we're going to celebrate those. So sorry, Mark, I just wanted to set that up in case people...
No, it's great. Yeah, making a film in one day. What an incredible skill. Michael and I have done it before so that we were part of this. It is challenging, but that's the point. If you can learn how to make a film in one day, that it's only going to help you make a film in 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. But you want to be able to get that done.
Well, Mark, last thing I'll say is our film going to TIFF this year was shot in 3 days. So
Yeah.
again, this is a principle you guys need to work. This is a muscle you have to exercise. Don't wait for the $50,000, $500,000 budget. Don't wait till the 40-day window in your life opens up. It is never going to be easy. You're never going to have enough time. You're never going to have the right budget. And if you're a content creator, a videographer, kind of waiting for that moment, the moment will never come. You got to go find it, which all these students did.
And that film that's in TIFF, the Toronto International Film Festival, that was because one of our students shot a teaser for it in one day and brought that to us. And he did like a one-day doc style shoot, brought that to us and said, hey, I'd love to come on board and have you guys work on this with me. He's now producing that. Now one of our students, Andreas Gonzalez, is a producer at TIFF. And that's because he was able to apply what he's learned in the one-day docs to that film. So that's very exciting. We're going to be talking more about that film later because it's premiering at September 12th here in Toronto. So we'd love to see you. We'll be doing an AOD after party as well. But let's get out of the way and get into our first category here. This is Best Score and Best Sound Design, sponsored by MusicBed. Like I said, we'll show the nominees, we'll announce the winner, and then we're going to play the winner of that film, of that category. And the winner is, of the Best Score and Sound Design, Learning to Listen by Nicole Van Zutphen. Congratulations, Nicole, and congratulations to all our nominees in this category.
And I think Nathan Isins as well.
Yeah, that was an AOD collab. Congrats, Nathan and Nicole, on this. We're gonna actually play the film now, so we'll let me know when that's ready to go. Amazing.
All the films,
again.
by the way, are less than 6 minutes.
Recording number 1, 10:27:06. Does the town sound right? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. We have other boats on the area.
Okay.
So let's be mindful of that.
Sure. SD card memory. Drone batteries. Flight mode. Max distance. All right, clear for takeoff. Okay, whacker. Just right now.
Yeah. Killer whales have been communicating and listening to the ocean for far longer than we have been on land. And we're now learning to listen to them listen. And in doing so, we're listening for the health of the oceans. I grew up in Argentina in a very progressive, very open-minded, supportive family. When I announced that I wanted to study animals in the wild and be like Jane Goodall or Diane Fossey or Jacques Cousteau, they were like, great, you do it. You go for it. We'll help you, you know. You'll be whatever you want to be. Science is a tool to validate how we think about the world. I am fascinated by the way that animals use sound as a glue of their societies. Now, there was a vocalization back then. So this project is going to use overhead drone footage and underwater recordings combined with machine learning to uncover the meaning of their sounds. We are on the right track, pun not intended. That's Killer whales are emblematic of the BC coast and a species that Raincoast has been working for many years with, especially southern resident killer whales, most endangered population of killer whales in the world. Killer whales are matriarchal. They are led by older females. They guide their pod. They offer knowledge. Wow, that's great. This teaching and this passing on of knowledge is another aspect of killer whale society that's beautiful. We don't even know if their syntax is anything like human syntax. The maps to human vocabulary.
All these boats need to be going this fast.
What processes we are disrupting when we're introducing underwater noise from human activities into their ecosystem. Human impact is taking a huge toll, much faster than research can help. But what I can keep doing as a researcher is continue to understand the world so that we can protect the little of it that remains. Right there, like between 11 and 12, 11:30. Right. Yeah.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna deploy the hydrophone.
We just really wanted to synchronize drone footage with hydrophone recordings. Somebody said, in film, people do it with a clap. And I thought, well, what's a clap underwater? A metallic sound that transmits into the hydrophone.
Whack it very loudly.
The beauty of that, it's such a simple idea, and it works. You can't have ego in science. You need to be curious.
These moments are like worth the whole year of grant writing.
If I was to tell that Argentinian kid, but someday you will be fluent in English and you'll be aboard a sailboat studying killer whale communication, I would have said, you have a different person. So, yeah, I'm very grateful. As humans, we have everything to learn from everything around us, because we are part of nature. You just have to listen.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful work. Beautiful work. Well
They
done.
here?
I'm not sure.
I think I saw.
Yeah, amazing work. One of the reasons we chose that, I mean, obviously the subject is so incredible and it's all around sound design, and ironically called Learning to Listen. But there's Nicole. Hey, Nicole, congratulations. Amazing work on this. And
There
there's
they are.
Nathan as well. to AOD veterans.
There we
We'll
go.
give you your 1 minute to, if there's people you want to thank and talk a little bit about production. Yeah.
Thank your agent. Thank your divinity. Go ahead.
Well, no, thank you so much. I'm just Nathan and I were chatting the whole time. We're on a FaceTime call right now, but yeah, it was. I worked for Raincoast Conservation Foundation, and this was one of their pilot projects that is still in the process of gaining funding. So I'm just thrilled that getting more eyes on it, and you know, being able to synchronize the drone footage with the hydrophone recordings and document that. It was the hitting of a pole that really just drew me to the story, and that kind of just all revolved around sound, like you said. And then I shot it on a Sony A7 IV,
Love it.
completely
There you go.
alone on this sailboat, and then brought on Nathan to edit it and co-direct it with me, because obviously, as you both know, he's fantastic, as so many people know on this call. So, and then I just credit him to the score and sound design because he's a fantastic editor. So I'll pass it over to him before we get music cut off.
Once again, way too modest. This whole film would never have happened if Nicole hadn't found the story. And you know, the best sound design, I think, is in service to the story. So being able to like work with actual orca calls and just build a seascape around that was just such a treat. And to just kind of imagine how we can use sound in a way that really helped serve the story in, you know, those little moments with underwater noise, and of course bringing in our music. We used I mean, we unfortunately didn't use music bed for this, but but yeah, it turned out to be one of the most fun aspects of the edit. So I'm really thrilled that you guys really enjoyed it, and that everyone enjoyed the film. So
Yeah,
heck yeah.
thanks for watching. It's so fun to get more eyes on it. So
Oh, absolutely. Well, we would love to, yeah, if it's
Definitely.
going to be going public and we can be sharing it, we'd love to put that out there because it is an incredible film. And I just want to say too, and congrats Nicole on being so ambitious to see a client, see someone who had a need, and to go after that in the one-day doc format. I think that's what's really cool, is it pushes you to have to complete the film and think about what you're shooting and get the interview done, because it's so easy on passion projects or even sometimes client work to just kind of, oh, we'll do that another day, or I'm not so sure. And so it's really cool how assertive you were with this, and it turned out to be a beautiful film that was gripping the whole way through.
thank you.
Congrats, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome. Amazing. Well, thank you to Nathan and Nicole. Amazing film. We're going to get right into our next category. Hey, Mike?
Yes, I think we'll
We'll
go
go
right
right-
into it.
Yeah.
And we're heading into best editing now.
Yeah, and so this we're looking for just the best editing isn't about flashy transitions and crazy shots. This is about, did the editing serve the story? Were we drawn in, and was there restraint shown? And so, yeah, we'll get into, this is our best editing category, and the winner of this will be receiving $500 from Art of Documentary. And the winner is, of the AOD One Day Documentary Best Editing, Shoot or Shoot by Randolph Buffington. Huge clap. Congratulations,
buddy.
Randolph. We'll We'll just show a clip here from the film. Oh, that was the clip. So, no, I won't say unfortunately, because it's fortunate for Randolph. He landed that job through a contact at ESPN, and he was able to share it privately for us for the One Day Doc competition. It has not been released publicly, so we can't show you the film on here. It will be coming out soon. But I want to give a huge shout out to Randolph. He only started. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, there he is. Yeah,
let me.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I run our feedback. The reason I didn't mean to interrupt, Mark, but I run our feedback hour sessions for our advanced doc students. So I've worked with Randy now for, I don't know, over a year. And I don't know, man, like you came in pretty green, like, not, your work, the passion was always there, but needed work. And like every feedback session we have, if you guys are on those calls, this guy is showing up with a new project, or he's got a new cut. He's showing us a new opening. He's reworked this scene. He's trying to figure something out with his character. And this guy is just always in his creative element. And, it really shows. Like, none of us on here are at whatever, the most prestigious film schools in the world. Like, we're all trying to learn this like everybody else. And Randy, it's just been amazing to see your passion take you so far. And it's just, just keep it going, man. It's been, I know you're just getting started.
Yeah. I wish I had Randolph's trajectory. Like, if I was as far as down the road as he is in 2 years, and he told me he joined AOD in December 2025 and picked up an FX3 like a month later. Like, dude, it's wild. It's really cool seeing your trajectory. It's just seeing how each film does improve and how you've been collaborating with other people inside Art of Documentary. So we cannot wait to see what else you have coming through, brother. And congrats to this, man.
Yeah. Well, last thing I'll say, just to encourage everybody, because I know a lot of people did the contest. Maybe they weren't nominated. A lot of people were nominated. They didn't win. I've been there, guys. I don't know how many times I've been rejected from festivals, big festivals. And I think that's what I've always admired about Randy, just having a positive attitude to keep going with the craft, because it's hard. It's not easy making a good film. It's hard enough making a bad film, let alone a good film. People are always looking for shortcuts. And unfortunately, there are no shortcuts. Right? We obviously teach systems and ideas and practical steps that we use to make our films. But at the end of the day, you've got to go out and you've got to discover it yourself. And anyway, dude, so good for you.
We'll give Randolph 20 seconds if you want to thank anyone on this, if you want to unmute quickly.
Oh, man, I just got to thank you guys. Thank you so much. This was unexpected. That means a lot. This was a really cool deal. Was fortunate enough to work on a project, commission-based project, to cook up a film in One Day Doc, style. Verite, sticking with our subject and making it look pretty. And a lot of the craft is what I learned from you all, and watching and getting feedback from you all and learning the game. So I can't thank you enough. Looking forward. We're just looking forward to, keeping this thing going. We're just getting started, as you mentioned.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you, Randolph. Really cool seeing where the One Day Docs take people. Randolph was at the NBA Finals for his piece. Pretty cool. So we've just been out in the Pacific Ocean, and then we've at the NBA Finals. So let's keep this going to see where these One Day Docs take us next. And as we said, congratulations to everyone who shot their One Day Docs. Getting a film shot in 24 hours is no easy feat, and it's something you should continue to do. Don't let the fact that maybe you didn't get nominated or you didn't win get you down. Like Mike and I said, we've had hundreds of no's in our careers, and that just helps those yeses become much sweeter. So why don't we get into the next category? Hey, Mike, you want to just jump right into it? Should we keep going?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. This is a fun one. We're going to be giving away this very lens here. This is from Dizio. This is the Arl Zoom 25 to 75. It's kind of it's kind of like the 28 or 24 to 70, just a bit like further, bit further down the lens. But PL Prime, this is like kind of the perfect documentary zoom range. So we're giving away this to the best cinematography. This was a tough one this year. We couldn't give away two of these. So we really debated with our team on this one. And ultimately for us, the winner was the one that we felt the shots drew us in. Could you watch this film on mute and still feel something? And so that's kind of one of the ways we look at it. But this was a tough category. I really want to just congratulate everyone who was in these nominees this time for best cinematography. And again, thank you to Dizio Films for getting behind this. It's so cool, guys, that these brands want to be helping support you make these films. So we really want to give a shout out to them and give a shout out to you for making this category so fun and competitive. So Let's show, this is Best Cinematography sponsored by Dizio Films for our one-day doc competition. And the winner of Best Cinematography for the one-day doc competition is The Chant of Silence by Alejandra Garcia. Congratulations, Alejandra. Here's the film.
Abandonar a un amor que se quiere bien.
Tiene como unos 10 años que me empezaron a hacer el chama. Por José Luis, pues no, casi nadie me habla así, pues nomás mi señora. He aprendido varias cosas aquí, a hacer vino, a cortar el maguey, a convivir con los amigos. Yo me enseñé solo aquí en el rancho. Cuando yo voy a entrar a un trabajo, siempre digo que yo ya sé, porque pues en una nomás me fijo, me dicen y ya le agarro. Ellos andan haciendo lo que yo les estoy ordenando. Todos andamos en al mismo ritmo, ni uno se queda parado, todos andamos trabajando al mismo tiempo. Y eso es una apoyación de que a veces unos se sientan y estos andan igual que yo.
Sí. Ya vi que sí les gustó. Sí, que luego les traigo mucho y no les gusta y se va a desperdiciar.
Tenemos que andarlo buscando, ya sabemos, ya anda el de la cuadra adelante, es el que lo anda ya descogiendo, cortando. Tumbamos a veces 1,500 kilos. Más o menos en piñas deben de ser unas de 270 a 300. Nosotros ya estamos impuestos, ya ni nos espinamos, ya sabemos caminar aquí en las plantas de aquí del desierto.
Y a mí me causa dolor y sentimiento también.
El 4 está cochino.
Que se lleven a mi prieta
El caso.
cuando la volveré a ver.
El mezcal de acá de Durango tiene los sabores del desierto. Cuando lo toma uno se le queda en el paladar así muy, muy rico. Llegamos el lunes a las 9 de la mañana, 10, y nos vamos el viernes a las 12, 1 de la tarde. Lo que tiene que aquí nos gusta estar aquí en este rancho. Más que todo porque estaba en Estados Unidos, pero me gustó mejor estar aquí. Porque pues aquí estoy con mi familia. Y es lo importante estar al lado de la familia. Estoy muy enamorado de mi señora. Los dos estamos muy enamorados. Pues hablo todos los días con ella, mensajeo cuando estoy libre y hablan todos los días en la tarde, a la hora de comida que me toca estar aquí sacando el agua vino. Hablo con ella. Pues ella sabe y yo sé que pues tengo que trabajar y ya para el sábado que llegamos, pues ya platico con ella y todo. Le cuento mis aventuras. Tenemos un hijo, un niño, tiene 11 años. Me gustaría que estudiara y ya ver qué decidiría él y darle consejos de esto si le gustaría seguir él. Para mí estaría muy bien. Tener salud y poder trabajar son mis sueños. Pues de ambicioso no soy, pero lo principal, seguir trabajando, mantener mi familia. Ahí va. Le voy a hacer para allá, espérate. Sí hay futuro aquí para la vinata de San Fernando.
Mikey, you want some mezcal?
They can sponsor the after party. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, it's beautiful.
Well done, Ali.
Yeah, well done, Ali. I don't think she's here with us. I also want to give a shout out to Ali because she is an emerging filmmaker. This was her first independent documentary. And what that emerging filmmaking category is, and we'll be giving away that award soon, is for people who haven't released a film on their own. Potentially you've done some client work and that sort of thing. But yeah, congrats to Alejandra on that. I love the restraint of that piece, Mike. I love the subtlety of the color. And I think it's a really great example of what you can achieve with just a tripod. And I think probably one lens even. It shows you if you really care about the image and you approach it like photography, you can create an incredible mood and a tone and allow us to be enveloped in a place. That was part of the reason why we chose that in the end is we all said like, yeah, we felt we were transported to that agave farm. Like I really felt like I got a feel for it. And even Landon here, who's helping run the live stream, said he goes, oh, what I would do to have a glass of mezcal with those guys right now at sunset. It's like, yeah, that film drew me in. I knew the location and I wanted to be there. So maybe a little hack for you to think about is what location, what time of day am I shooting? Like, don't get all the pressure of having to get at crazy gimbals and drones and all of that. The location is sometimes the star of the show. So well done. Really love it. Amazing. Mikey, anything to add there? I'm just looking at the next category. We're going to be doing the best AOD collab.
No, I think it's well said. I think, some people, you can kind of watch some of these films, and for me, like that as well, what you said with the restraint on the shooting and the camera positioning as well. Like, I think just her willingness to go 50 feet back, or like she's just moving. She's a dynamic filmmaker, a good filmmaker. They don't, not just put the camera 5 feet from your subject at all times, right? Like, what does it look like when you go 100 feet back or you go 1 foot close? And it just like, thinking about that perspective. And I think, you get a sense of how she's thinking, by the way she shoots. She's wanting us to see this world that she loves. You can tell she has a real love for these people in this world, and it's her intention to show us the whole thing. And I really love that.
Amazing. Well, we have 3 more categories to go. We're going to be doing the best AOD collab. This is where if you and at least one other person have come together to collab on your project, then we have the best, and that'll be getting an AOD merch package. So we'll be sending that to you and your whole crew. And then we have best emerging filmmaker. That's the category of people who is the first time publicly releasing their own independent film. And that's a $500 award winner. And then we have our grand prize. This is the best film category sponsored by Milanote. Milanote was like, yeah, we want to put $300 US behind this, plus a lifetime pro membership to the winner, plus a year subscription to all the nominees. So that's the biggest we've ever given away for our best film category, and very, very grateful for Milanote being a part of that. But why don't we get into our best AOD collab? Like I said, this is our favorite part of Art of Documentary, seeing people find friends, meet up, and create incredible films together. AOD Best Collab. We have a tie going to Pigtown Climbs and Learning to Listen. Congrats to Conrado, Elizabeth, and Joseph on Pigtown Climbs. We're actually going to show that film because we've already seen Learning to Listen. So here is Pigtown Climbs for the Best AOD Collab.
There's so many elements of climbing where you just have to be real. You have someone's life in your hands. Pigtown Climbs is an organization that really aims to connect Black and brown folks to the outdoors and also to climbing. Our whole goal is to transform a vacant space into an outdoor climbing space for Black and brown folks. Pigtown is in Southwest Baltimore, the neighborhood that Pigtown Climbs aims to serve. Imagine across one single highway, there's large stadiums, there's massive houses. On the very opposite, you have vacant homes, way less green space. So this is where the idea of Pigtown Climbs started. We are at 936 Washington Boulevard on the main street of Pigtown. I found out that the property owner manager was actually on the lot. I was like, what are you doing with this land? From there, they said, oh, I don't know. I just want to do something for the community. And light bulb moment, I said, how about a climbing gym? Once the climbing community got word of it, that this was happening, we got so much support from different groups or just different individuals who had a story or had a connection to climbing. That energy and that momentum was exactly what we needed in order to build it into something more than just an idea. There are challenges that you are going to experience while you are climbing that you can't solve yourself. And because of that, community is key. And when you're on the wall, you can only see what's in your view. And so by asking for help, you get a new perspective. I feel that everything I do is connected from a micro level to a global health level. I just have a deep desire to help people and share nature. And so I looked up what is the green space coverage in Southwest Baltimore, and it was so significantly lower than the rest of the city. If you don't have access to green spaces, you can't build a relationship with it. I had just finished my world tour as a scientist. I was traveling maybe 4 countries, almost back to back. And 2 weeks later, I woke up and I couldn't move my right leg. Physically, my body had told me that I was doing too much. I wasn't able to walk for a few weeks. I was expected more of myself than what I really have the capacity to do. Is that I understand I'm a very yes girl. Just reminded me so much of moments where my body had told me no. That's when I asked Pigtown Climbs to take a programmatic break. And I was so lucky to feel heard and to feel seen. Because I really did need that support, and everyone was okay to kind of shift gears and reposition and strategize around all the things that I was carrying within the organization that as we scaled and as we grew, I knew that I couldn't hold alone. It's just such a testament to the magic that we're creating in Pigtown Climbs. Is how many workspaces can you say, I forgot that when we say we need to protect Black women, that I was a Black woman to protect, that was worth protecting, and for that to be received and not questioned. And the Pigtown Climbs team didn't bat an eye. They're like, okay, we got you. I don't think Pigtown needs a climbing gym, but I think every community deserves a place that they can call a home. And I want folks to feel welcome to stop in. I want folks to feel welcome to move their bodies. My name is Bree Horn. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. And yeah, that's my city, that's my home.
Beautiful, beautiful work. Amazing, congratulations. I think we have Conrado and Elizabeth on the call. Do a quick hello to them. I also want to show you a little hack. If you're running out of time in your films, just put the credits over the last 10 seconds. TV shows have done it for decades. That was a smart move. I like that. We see everyone, I would say probably 80% of the one-day docs get sent to us are 5 minutes, 59 seconds, Yeah. Do we have
Beautiful.
Any of the team from that? Conrado, Elizabeth, anyone else? If not, Kim, you can pin them for us.
One of the things pin them up. I'll just say just something quick because, documentaries. Oh, are they here? Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Elizabeth. Yeah. I want to hear, I was ready to hear what you're saying, but hey, congrats to both of you. Give us a quick thank yous or let us know a bit about this project, what it took. It's beautiful. Even Landon, we were talking about this, we're like, man, shooting the interview in the forest was just so stunning. Congrats to both of you.
Yo, thank you so much. I know Conrado's on the line. That's our director. I really want to hear what he has to say, but this was my first time really starting and ending the producing piece of a film.
Cool.
Pigtown is an organization that I've started with and worked with for years, and so it's been an honor to tell their story. And I really want to hear what Conrado has to say, but thank you so much.
This is surreal. We didn't think we were gonna even be nominated. We just, we wanted to at least, throw something out there. We've been, doing films for organizations for a while, and this was our first attempt to really do one for ourselves.
Beautiful.
And kind of fine tune an individual story, because a lot of times when we work with organizations, they want to interview everybody and it's kind of hard to really fine tune the story. So we were trying to get better at that. So this was our attempt at that.
Yeah, no, I think such an important lesson there, just focusing on one character, because you drew me right into the story of Pigtown, and you put such a personal aspect to it too, that it wasn't just stats and information about the organization. It was the people involved with it. So beautiful work on that. Yeah. Congrats. We'll be in touch with both of you. Thank you again for sending this through. And I know, Conrado, if there was anyone else that you wanted to thank, just leave it in the chat there, because I know there was multiple people from AOD. So cool seeing that come together. and we'll be chatting with you guys about all the AOD gear. You can get your AOD hat and then take a filing, a nail file to it to make it look vintage. Whatever you want to do to it, but amazing. Congrats to them. We'll be putting out an email. I think sometimes we share like the nominees. I know some people are asking about that. We'll be putting some more information about that so you can watch these films again, and we'll be sending this all out via email so you can follow these amazing filmmakers and what's coming next for them. Awesome. So let me grab the run of show. We got 2 more categories. These are 2 of the big ones as well. This is we're going to jump right into our Best Emerging Filmmaker Award. This is for someone who's never released a film publicly. And this is, they might have done some commercials, but this is their documentary, their first foray into making and directing their own documentary. In this emerging category, the director will be winning $500 courtesy of Art of Documentary. Anything to add on that, Mike? I know sometimes you get to see some of these emerging filmmakers on your feedback calls that you do for.
Yeah, I can't recall if I did see any of these, but that is a little hack. If you guys are in our advanced documentary course, you do get to bring. I did watch several of them. Not, I think, in this category, but you can always bring it to me and I can give you feedback. So if you're interested in that, getting to the advanced doc course this fall.
Yeah, exactly. Mike holds bi-weekly calls for all the advanced documentary students. You book a time slot and you can bring in your project, your pitch, a rough cut, and you can get feedback on that live. And what's so cool about that call as well is it's private and you're with sometimes 50 or more of your colleagues of other doc filmmakers, and you can get instant feedback on what's working. Not just from your friends and family go, oh, we love it. You'll actually get real feedback. And this is something that is a skill, learning how to take feedback, learning how to learn what you want to put in from that feedback and then implementing it. This is a very important skill for you as a filmmaker, because without that feedback, you won't know how an audience is actually interpreting your work. So that's an important aspect of AOD, and we love everyone who brings their projects in there. But let's get into this category. This is the Best Emerging Filmmaker Award, $500 cash prize for the winner of this one. And here's our nominees. Emerging Filmmaker Award is Split by Patrick Wiltz. Congratulations, Patrick. Beautiful film. Well done. Yeah, no way. I love that, Patrick. Stay on the line, Patrick. We'll love to talk to you.
Everything. This body has forced me to relearn everything. It's taught me to be gracious with myself and to have self-compassion, but everything's harder. Everything comes at a price. I don't think there's one structure on this farm that I didn't at one point do a backflip off of. I was born and raised here, so making your own fun was a huge part of it. Anything that I could do that was entertaining and fun and exhilarating, I did. I would like to try to do a backflip on the ground. And I know how crazy that sounds because I have 1.5 legs. So let's go. I just gotten home from the gym and I grabbed a round bale and I rolled it over to one of the hills in the field, hopped up on top of it, and I started running on top of it as it rolled down the hill. I knew in the first few seconds that I was out of control. I heard a loud bang, bones shoot out the back of my leg, and my 2 bones, my tib fib, javelin into the ground. My foot wraps around my leg, I sever an artery. I'm spewing blood, and I knew it was really bad. I knew that my mortality clock had started to tick. I spent months in hospital. I had many surgeries trying to save my leg. I kept getting really bad infections very deep in my leg. It was emotionally and physically devastating for me. I went into the hospital in the best shape of my life. I lost it all. I remember being angry at myself in the hospital that I was strong enough to drag myself to the phone to dial 911. I wished that I just let myself bleed out in the field. I think when I found out I was having an amputation, I was just so tired of fighting for my leg, for fighting and then failing. I was ready to start this new chapter. I was released from the hospital 2 days after my amputation. I was back to the gym the day after I got home from the hospital. I was embarrassed. Self-doubt creeps in and you wonder, am I still the same person? By week 3, I'm starting to, get a little bit of that pump again, and it was like that internal flame just ignited. Do this. You can do this. I want to try to do a backflip tomorrow. Really badly. Like so badly, I have lost sleep over this. I mean, it's not just a backflip. It's a version of me that feels less broken, and I think doing a backflip would give me a taste of that. Yeah, I did not sleep well last night. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, man. I don't know. I think I knew deep down that it would be foolish for me to do it. My son is in the house over there. He was only 5 months old when I actually had my accident. I just don't think I can risk putting him and the rest of my family through something stupid. Even if it is a cool video. Doesn't feel as fun and heroic, but at least I'm not hurt. Sorry, you're not getting paid enough for this.
Yeah. Man, Patrick. What a great,
And he does a
great
backflip.
film. Man, I'm just gonna jump out and say this. I haven't even asked Mike. We're gonna put that on our YouTube channel. That needs to go on AOD Films. Like that is
Yeah.
so well edited. I could teach on this. There he is, Patrick. I just want to say, just congrats on this, brother. You took a small. Man, you could do a whole video on this, and I probably should put this in our course. You took a small thing of the desire of wanting to do a backflip. We talk about this. That's the physical journey. This guy just wants to get back to doing backflips. But then you intertwined it with his identity and his family and his past self. And we're invested. And then you did such a beautiful job with the edit at the end of just holding him there. The restraint you had. Like, I can't believe this is in the emerging filmmaker category, because the maturity you had there to just hold that shot and wait for him. I was just like, I remember watching it. I was like, do the backflip, do it. It's fantastic just to show you can make a whole film around something as small as making a backflip. Where I feel like what people probably see on Instagram today, they probably would have made this like a whole like crazy edit and drones and it's like, that would have just made the story too sensational. You just brought it in, just well done. It's beautiful filmmaking, beautiful filmmaking. Congrats, Patrick.
Wow.
Oh, he's frozen.
He's speechless.
He's speechless. Wow. That's the only word he need. Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
if you want to come back in, Patrick, we love it. We so appreciate getting to see the emerging filmmakers and what they're doing. Oh, there he's back. Is your internet good? We'll give you 1 minute here, Patrick, before we go into our best film category. If you have anyone to thank or anything you want to say about the project.
Yeah, that was super random to drop out right there. But yeah, first of all, thanks to you guys for the opportunity, and obviously the community for just being so supportive. But thank you to Jesse, the character. He's here right now. He's in the chat.
Amazing. Should bring him on.
I mean, yeah, you should. Like, a character like Jesse only comes along so often. He's so brave with his candor. He's very articulate. He truly did co-direct the film, and it's actually not the first thing we've worked on together. So we had a relationship and some rapport, and the first thing we made never got to see the light of day. So being able to make something with him to tell his story is honestly just such an honor and a privilege. So
amazing. There he is, Jesse. Thank you for allowing Patrick into your life to tell that story, and thank you for opening up. Beautiful project, brother.
Yeah, thank you. It's been really cool seeing everyone else's work, and I'm here with my son right now, just enjoying the show.
Amazing. Congrats. Well done, guys. Yeah, I've seen the chat. Someone has all the clapping there. Beautiful work, Jesse, and appreciate you just being so open and leaning into the project with Patrick and being vulnerable. That's just what directors and filmmakers can only ever ask for is when someone opens their life up like that. So beautiful work. Patrick, the sky's the limit for you, man. This is the Emerging Filmmaker Award for you. I know we're going to see you in that best film category in the next One Day Doc competition. And so it'll be tough for you to find another Jesse, but that's half the battle in documentary is finding the right characters.
yeah, absolutely. I'm going to hop on some feedback calls in the future because I'd love to talk to you guys further, but thank you so much for everything.
And Patrick, just real quick, how has AOD helped you, or what's been the most helpful part for you coming up as a filmmaker?
Yeah, just the emphasis on character and story. It's something you hear a lot. Filmmaking YouTube was a lot different back around 2019 when I got introduced to your channel. It was a lot of here's a new camera and a coffee montage, and storytelling wasn't even that popular. These days it is, but as soon as I had the means to join any course, I knew this was the one because I'd been following you for years, and I really did just apply the course material to make this, and I was blessed with a good character. So
amazing. Fantastic work. Yeah, we would love to talk with you if you're open to doing a collab with us on our YouTube channel. We would love to get this project out to as many people as possible. It's just such a great example of a restrained and considerate storytelling.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Amazing. Awesome. Thank you, Patrick.
And just last thing, guys,
yeah.
before we will get to the final award in a minute. Thanks for staying with us. We'll be done here soon. Don't forget just as Patrick said, you don't need to be in all of our courses to be an AOD member. If you are enrolled in any single course, you get access to our feedback hours, our monthly industry calls, our Facebook community. So hop over to the link and make sure you save your seat. And if you are in a course already, still do this anyway. Save any seat, because this does get you our VIP pricing plus some special workshops and bonuses, and you get access a day early. So head on over. Seats are filling up. And then once this is done, then you'll have to wait in line with the general public on September 10th. This gets you in September 9th. And I would just say, like, you know, anybody who has purchased a course or is on the fence, make it your goal for the next 4 months, for the remainder of this year, to, you know, figure out what element of your career needs the most work. Is it the cinematography, the storytelling, the business side, the editing side, and just get into that single course that you can start making strides with and finish 2026 well. And then just start making, you know, we'll be having these contests again, and we would love to, you know, get you doing this, because this is what makes you better, is not just the information that AOD provides, but actually helping you implement it to really transform where you guys are in your career.
Amazing. Yeah, we're so grateful for the over 90 submissions this year to the One Day Doc competition. These are all people who are in Art of Documentary, taking what they've been learning in the courses and on our feedback calls and on our workshops and applying that to their filmmaking. And it's amazing seeing filmmakers like Patrick actually focus on the storytelling. You see what storytelling does. It doesn't matter about the camera you have, the LUT you have, any of that. When you find a good character, find out what they want and tell that story. And we talked about the physical journey, a guy trying to do a backflip, but the emotional journey of him trying to restore that identity of being this athletic person. And so it's amazing watching those two things work in tandem, and that's true storytelling. And so it comes down to as simple as someone jumping off the ground for 2 seconds becomes, you're on the edge of your seat watching that. So amazing work. It's always so tough to choose these categories. And so we're gonna go into our toughest category and our biggest one of the day and of this fall semester for the One Day Doc competition. This is our best film category. It was really stiff this year in terms of choosing, but yeah, we'll show you guys the nominees and announce the winner and show that film as well. So here's the best film for the One Day Doc competition. The winner of the best film category for the One Day Doc competition, Hollow Grind by Davis Rohr. Congratulations, Davis. And here's the film.
It's one thing for your parents to leave you shoes to fill.
You want to be real light. All right, let's see what we can do here.
But it's another when they're big freaking shoes. So what are we doing today?
Well, you know, we got that new steel in, really thick Z finite steel, specifically for choppers. So, and I think that we should make a custom chopper, except you should design it, but old school. No CAD, no water jet. It's gonna be all hard work, cutting that on the bandsaw. As you know, it's really thick steel. Sketch something out, but it's your design, not mine, so.
My father, he is one of the biggest innovators in the knife world. When it comes to fatherhood and skill in my craft, he is definitely the benchmark and the baseline. Every time I see any other custom knife, sometimes they can be beautiful, but I always compare them to what I've seen my dad do. Because it's not only like he's making a custom blade and he just has a beautiful custom grind on it, but the
Oh, sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. We're going to start this up again. Just wanted to do a little, a little pause here for intermission. Just got to reset that. Give us one moment. Oh, right in the middle of it, of course. We'll see if we can get that. Well, it's going to be coming up again in just a moment here. This is how you guys know it's real live. We'll get back into that. Huge congrats again to Davis on this film, and a big thank you to our sponsor Milanote on this category. $3,000 and a lifetime membership to Milanote. Yeah, Davis is here on the call. We'll chat with you in a sec. I'm not seeing it, Landon. This would be coming up in just a moment. Let's try. We might have to just put the private link in the chat there. We'll see. Thank you everyone for your patience on this. Just jump out of your Zoom and jump back in. Just reset that. Well, why don't we, while we're doing that, let's bring in Davis right now, Kim. We can just pin him while we get our technical difficulties here sorted. Killer intro, Evan says. Amazing, amazing work. Davis, sorry about that. Our second laptop here just went full. It's always the day after Apple announces a bunch of new computers that your computers start to crash. As long as we could see, it's beautiful work. Yeah, Davis, if you're here, Kim will just pin you and we'll bring you in. Congratulations on that huge win. Beautiful film. I reviewed that on my YouTube channel, and I think I was so captivated by Davis. Again, the idea of just a father and son making knives, but you are smart and it shows your storytelling skills, which is why we leaned into that, because it was just about a knife being made, but you can see the pressure that was on the son to want to live into his father's footsteps. So congratulations, Davis.
Thank you guys so much. I'd like to clarify, the dude was not because of the technical difficulties. I swear. I'm just, I don't know what to say right now. Oh my God.
No, well done on that. Yeah, give us just quick, like, how did you approach this film? You shot it in one day. What was your pre-production like on this? Because it was so clear that you knew what you were going for in cinematography. It's very impressive.
Yeah, the two biggest things is I'm actually these are guys I've been working with for a long time now, Demco Knives, and I've built such a good relationship with Andrew and his son Junior and everybody else at the shop that once I started to learn more about them, it just seemed like the easy choice. Like, they gave me all the access in the world. They just allowed me to do whatever I needed to do to make the doc happen. And I just, they're so skilled in their craft. I just needed to follow the process. But more importantly, this was the first time I stepped away from the camera and had other people take on the roles of holding and shooting. My buddy Andoni and Shane were on the camera, and Andoni's in AOD as well. So being able to just kind of conduct the orchestra and let them do the work I felt like the real stepping stone I need to take. And I feel like, you never make your best film by yourself, right? So.
Yes. No, the collaboration that you had on that was fantastic. And even just, you made knife sharpening that compelling, because it could have so easily become repetitive. But I loved the kind of the chapters that you made through the film of the knife being built and the tension leading up to it. I really wanted to see what it was going to be like in the end, which is just such a simple story tactic of there's your beginning, middle, and end of a knife being forged through that whole process.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing work. Well, I think we're actually going to be able to show it here, Davis. We'll be in contact with you to make sure you get your prize money and your lifetime membership to Milanote to help you with that pre-production moving forward. And a reminder to all our nominees, you'll be getting a year subscription to Milanote as well. Just beautiful work, Davis. How long you been in AOD and which courses you in?
I've been in AOD since 2023. I'm only in Create and Earn. But I have wanted to expand into some with the producing class and cinematic eye. I'm just going to tell all my friends to get AOD courses now. So yeah, 2023 Create and Earn.
Amazing. Mikey, anything to add there before we get back into the second half of that film?
Yeah, we'll finish it up here in a second. I mean, I just say congratulations, Davey. I mean, I think what we really loved about the film was the combination both of, there's obviously quite a bit of style to some of the editing, but as we'll see in the later part, I don't want to give, but it becomes a little bit more contemplative or a little bit more observational. I like the way you kind of stretched yourself to balance it and find different tones. So, I mean, we'll watch in a second here. But I just encourage all of you guys who are thinking about making a film. It's like, you don't just try to make films that other people make. It's like make the thing you want to make the thing that speaks to you. You're the first audience. You're the first person watching your film. So if you're on set and you're with a character and you don't find it interesting, you might want to try asking different questions or changing your shot, right? Like you're the first person who's going to be filtering your story. So, I love seeing so many of these films, and I can feel the filmmaker's passion really come through with how you're making it. You're having fun with it.
Definitely were. You can feel that in the footage there, Davis. And I love that you're using a client. That's actually an interesting theme today. Quite a few people have used clients as their one-day docs. So that's a little insight for everyone here. If you have a relationship being built and you want to create some additional content for that packages that you're bringing to your clients, then think about a one-day doc. Think about shooting something in just a single day that you can bring back to them as a completed film that can complement the reels and the tutorial videos that you're probably creating additionally to them. So beautiful work. And I think we're just going to be able to get into the second half of that film there. But congrats again, Davis. We're so grateful to get to have this as the best film category. And you're joining a really great alumni of amazing films in that space.
Thank you guys so much. You've been nothing but kind. AOD rules. My crew was awesome. All these films were amazing. And use more broken Soviet lenses, and then you can get coffee bean bokeh, I guess.
Good. I was wondering how you got that. So that's the trick. I love that. Yeah, go find some old messed up World War II Soviet lenses that had all the blueprints stolen by the Germans. Anyways, that's a story for another time, but beautiful work. Awesome. Thank you, Davis. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Usually I'm just grinding blades, which is still custom work, but today, this was my project to help. So we had to do it from beginning to finish, and we had to make a fixed blade. It was way out of my wheelhouse.
Anytime you linger with that small wheel, it'll dig in the facet. That's good enough. I will get it drilled out, and we'll get it ready for heat treat. Is that too close up here? Maybe not.
Yeah, we can move it down a little bit.
Right there? Yeah. Let's do that.
We went to the absolute basics, the fundamentals of knife making, which is pretty cool because that's how my dad started making knives when he was in high school. Just cutting out blades on a bandsaw, then going straight to the grinder. So to make something for someone that they feel prideful in having, and then it makes me super honored to have made that. And it makes me just extremely happy that I can make something at my dad's shop, 15 minutes away from where I live, in the US, in PA. There's just so much pride in like the little city of Newcastle that we can create something start to finish in one day and get it out the door and get to someone, get in someone's hands, and someone's just gonna love it.
Hit it. Flat as it needs to be. Let's get it in the temper. And when going through here, you want to be real light.
I think there's just a lot of pressure living up to your parents' standards and the golden rules that they set for you. Because, I mean, my dad set the bar pretty high, so it's going to be hard to push that bar above and beyond. But was there ever a point I felt that it wasn't achievable? No. He has left me with very big shoes to fill, but I'm not worried about being able to fill them. I think that being a young man and just always being here and growing up in the knife shop and watching what they do all the time, it really set me up for success. I feel like if I personally invest everything I have into something, there's no way I can't do it. So I've invested a lot of time, effort, and just willpower into becoming a good knife maker and a good grinder. If I just give everything I have, there's just no way that this doesn't work. A couple hiccups in the false edge.
Yeah, may I? I am very proud of this. There's a couple little things here and there that I think it needs touched up, and
the hollow grind's it's the best part.
It's
the best characteristic.
Yes, it is absolutely fantastic. It's stunning.
Beautiful work, Davis. Amazing. Fantastic. What an incredible group of filmmakers today. Like you'd say, it's great just seeing the community grow and just getting to what I always appreciate, what we talk about is when we get to watch these, I feel like I'm transported around to all these different walks of life and lived experiences and just literally countries, just different places around the world. So thank you to the AOD community, because we as a team, as we work through these and choose these, we're on an adventure around the world, and it's really cool seeing the diversity of our filmmakers from all areas. And so again, congrats to everyone who completed a film. Don't be dismayed if you didn't get an award or if you didn't get nominated. Every film is the stepping stone to the next, and they're all part of the process. And you got to go shoot films, even if they're bad. Go make a bad film. The point is, you're not a filmmaker until you make a film, and that process of learning how to find a story, shoot it, edit it, and then hit export and upload, that is a muscle you need to develop, and that is something you need to get more comfortable and get more used to. And once that has been part of your process, then you can really begin to start working on the cinematography and those other aspects. But until you learn the fundamentals of storytelling, it doesn't matter how great of a lens you have, how cool your camera is, how amazing your power grade is. None of that matters unless there's a story. You can bring it down to simply as someone making a knife, someone doing a backflip, or some guys in the desert harvesting agave. If your craft around storytelling comes first, then your film will prevail. Amazing. Mike, we have the VIP list closing soon.
What's that?
I said we have the VIP list closing soon.
Yeah, no, I didn't have anything to add to what you said, Mark. Well said. Yeah, I mean, if that's not, you guys look in the chat, how many people were watching the courses before they went out to shoot. We've been around for 6 years. This is our pretty much 6 years to the month is when we started, and we've had thousands and thousands of filmmakers come and many go. A lot of people, they have kind of aspirations of Hollywood, or I'm not totally sure, but I know the people who stick around are the ones who really love story. They really love characters, and they really love the art of documentary, in not just our title, but what it is of going out with your camera, exploring, being adventurers, and finding things and unearthing ideas. And so we're so thankful we're here. We're thankful you're all here, and we can't wait to invite a new crop of students this fall as we continue to grow ourselves. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here, and we'll see you all next week. We'll probably have another workshop before we open the doors in 2 weeks. Yeah. So mark that on your calendar and join that VIP list. Don't forget, get that best pricing before all the seats are filled up, and then we'll see you pretty soon
inside AOD. And
thanks. And one more, Mark, thanks to all of our sponsors. We obviously, that's a big thing from you, Mark, and all the great work you do on YouTube and the relationships you've formed and their trust in you and AOD. But thank you to them for just making these prizes awesome. I mean, it's one thing to hold a little contest, but I think we're giving away close to $10,000 in prizes when it all adds up. So we want to keep building on that. So thank you to all the sponsors.
Yeah, no, a huge thank you to Milanote, Music Bed, and Dizio, and the AOD team as well for sponsoring. But the very, very generous awards, Milanote coming through with a lifetime subscription and all of those other subscriptions as well for the nominees, and Music Bed, $1,000 to our winner there, and Dizio giving away this lens. Really cool to get to see these brands giving back. And honestly, it wasn't a tough sell with them. They know what AOD filmmakers are capable of, and they've been watching this community. So thank you to all the AOD filmmakers out there. You're letting us make these collaborations easy pitches. They hear about the One Day Doc competition. They've seen the past selections. They say, yeah, we'll be a part of it. So the more you guys push this, go thank them, tag them, and we'll be doing more of this in the future. So thank you so much, everyone. Very grateful that you're part of this community. Thank you for making it what it is. Thank you for everyone on YouTube who's watching this live stream. We hope to see some new people inside Art of Documentary on September 10th. And 2 days after the doors open of AOD, we hope to see you at TIFF, because Mike's film that we've done with the AOD community, Fight Kid, it will be premiering at TIFF. It's still so cool to get to say that, Mike. Having a film premiere at TIFF, and we'll be doing an AOD after party as well. So stay locked on that. Maybe you want to fly into the city. It's a great time to meet some other filmmakers, be a part of a top 3 festival in the world. The city gets transformed. There's filmmakers, actors, producers, everyone's here. It's a really, really cool electric atmosphere here in the city. So we'll be premiering our film at a pretty big theater there, Scotiabank, alongside some other amazing short films. And Mike will be there to do a Q&A after, and we'll be doing an after party as well. So yeah, congrats to everyone involved in that film, and to you, Mike, as well, for your first directorial debut at TIFF. What an accomplishment, man.
Well, all thanks to AOD.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
There you go. There's the link too. You guys can grab the tickets will be going on sale on August 31st.
All right. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
See ya.